This is Jackie.
Hi, this is Diana.
And this is Homebodies Only, where we welcome all bodies to join us as we break down and dissect HBO Max series. And this episode, we are talking about Hard Knocks Training Camp with the Buffalo Bills, episodes 1 through 3.
I've never been more excited to podcast about something.
Can anybody notice? I mean, who's watching? If anybody's listening, you can't see this.
You will not see
the
excitement and what is behind me.
You might ask, why did you two decide to talk about this? It's because Diana grew up in Buffalo and is part of the Bills Mafia.
That's right. Got chills already.
Yeah. And so we thought it would be obviously fun to talk about. I don't think I had a choice, but also, we thought it would be a great series to talk about because we have Diana, who's a diehard, obviously, Bills fan, knows about football, and then we have me. And I did not grow up watching football. I mean, it would be on TV. I cheerleaded for football. Honestly, hate to say, did not know half the time what was happening. Knew what a touchdown was. Knew what they were trying to do. I grew up playing softball, so I really love baseball. But Diana, has pulled me in to the Bills.
I've forced you over to my house for Bills games.
Yeah.
Yes, and now you love it.
Really a big force. I do. And I've actually learned more about football because of her. Actually, back my freshman year, you're not going to love to hear this, but one of my good friends, one of my sweet mates and good friend still, was a Giants fan. And she was very into football. And she would explain things to me, too. And she would talk about, they have to be graceful. Like, some of them take ballet classes. I don't know about all of them. And I was like, it's just very interesting because you don't think of football players
doing those types of things.
Doing ballet, but
right.
There is a grace about it. I mean, all athletes, they have a grace about them, right? I would think. Okay, so let's talk about Diana's studio right now.
Yeah, right?
For those of you not watching, I'm sorry because you need to maybe just click on the YouTube video just for this part.
This is my setup
go
today.
into
So
some
I
stuff
have
here.
a beer, and it's called, it's a IPA, because I'm an IPA girl. Just One Before I Die.
And that's the name of the beer, Just One Before I Die.
And it's from Brickyard Brewing Company, which is out in Lewiston, which is in Western New York, of course. Okay. Putting it into my koozie with Dorothy, who's wearing a Bills sweatshirt.
Dorothy from the Golden Girls.
Yeah. My two worlds collide.
Yes.
Two things that I love in this world are the Golden Girls and the Bills. Let's see. I have the Flintstones Go Buffalo sign that
That's a
could
yard
get
sign.
into a really funny story about it, but I won't. But this thing it meant the world for me to get it, and it took a lot for me to get this thing. And shout out to my sister-in-law Rachel for making it happen. It was the last one. It was a whole thing to get this. So it goes out every game day at my house. We'll say football Sunday, right? But we play games on other nights, obviously, Monday night, Thursday night, whatever. But anyway, it goes out. That's the thing. It's like it goes out in the front yard every Bills game. What else do we got? My Damn It doll.
The damn doll.
So
I've seen that in action.
Yep. She's been sewn already.
She did rip, I think, last year. Does she rip every year or?
No, well, I think that was the first rip. Who sewed her? Did you
I got
sew
to witness.
her for me?
No.
Or did my mom? I can't remember because I don't sew.
I thought it was your sister.
Maybe Dawn did. Okay, maybe she did. Yeah, I could still see the
Dawn
stitching.
did it with the. Dawn did the damn doll.
Dawn
No, that doesn't make sense.
Damn it doll. I have this
Damn it doll.
because growing up in Buffalo, right? So I'm 43. So of course I grew up in
How am I
one
younger
of the
than
best.
you? No, just kidding.
Yeah, right. But I grew up in one of the best eras of like Jim Kelly, Marv Levy, right? Like Andre Reed, Thurman. I'm naming like Hall of Famers here, but
Yeah.
I still can picture my mother I also have them in her Zuba pants every Sunday. I have her sweatshirt that she would wear one of them all the time, and I love wearing it. I didn't put that on. It's August, so I'm
right.
But I have my Zuba pants and I wear them, and I have no shame. I love these things. And my mom would sit there on the couch, and this doll would get a beating.
So you're
right?
continuing the.
It's like part of
was
I
that
still
her
can remember
doll?
it.
Was that her doll? Oh, okay.
I asked
She
her
has her
about
own.
her doll. No,
Okay.
it was. She's like, Diana, like it got torn to shreds.
Yeah, she beat
so
it up.
this was one that I found. Yeah, there was a little shop when we were visiting, and I found one. I was like, oh my God, they still make them? So I had to buy one.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
So that always makes me think of my mom. And football said, I could still picture, like, I could smell the taco dip she made. I just remember my dad sitting in the recline, like all of that.
Did
Going
they both
to 4 Super Bowls in a row and losing
Right.
the next day at school. Like, I can vividly
Everybody's
remember all
upset.
of it.
Did
Yeah.
they both grow up in Buffalo, your parents?
Yeah, my dad.
Okay.
So you've got, like, in Buffalo, right? Not in the city of Buffalo per se, but you have the North Towns and the South Towns. And my dad grew up in North Tonawanda. My mom grew up closer to the city of Buffalo. And then when we grew up, I grew up in a suburb of Buffalo, Kenmore. And then as we got older, we moved out more north towards Niagara Falls into Wheatfield. And that's where I went to high school or whatever.
How far from, and you said the stadium, beforehand you told me, the stadium is not in the actual city of Buffalo.
Yeah, it's not actually in the city of Buffalo. It's in Orchard Park.
How far is Orchard Park from your parents?
Everything in Buffalo is 20 minutes away.
20 minutes. I was just going to
That's the answer. It's 20 minutes away. It's like, how far are we? Where are we going tonight? Oh, we're going here. I'm like, how far is it? 20 minutes. Like, that's,
20 minutes.
it's pretty much like 20 minutes away.
Okay.
And most of the players actually live in East Aurora, which is another neighboring town near Orchard Park, like down there, and come in, obviously, in proximity or whatever. But there's so many stories about them and in the snow and people, pitching in to like get the players out or like taking snowmobiles to the stadium and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's that's kind of like the spread. So when people are like, I'll say like, oh, I grew up in Buffalo, and they're like, well, what part? So it's like that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might just say like Western New York, but there you go. And then I got my little people guys back here,
like
and then
Fisher
I did get the
Price,
new
Fisher
set,
Price.
which
Nice.
is awesome.
Is Josh Allen's in there?
He's always in it. You've got Josh Allen, you've got Sean McDermott, you've got Jim Kelly, and then Marv Levy, who just turned 100, which you
okay,
heard. Yeah, that's who he called.
Wish him a happy birthday.
And then the last thing I'll say is I've got thanks to my sister, we have a autographed back here. This is actually an autographed poster of James Cook, who they did speak about, obviously, with the contract. This was actually his rookie year when he was 28. Now he's number 4. Before he became number 4, this was his rookie year, and it's signed. And I have official signature, which is really cool. She won it in an auction for me.
Oh, she won it. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's it for today.
I keep thinking there was something else. Wanted to ask you. Okay, so just wanted to mention this. It's the way. So when you're in town and you're in Buffalo, off season or during the season of football, do people say "Go Bills"?
That's year round.
Always. It is year round. Okay.
It is year round.
How you say bye.
Absolutely. Or when you pass somebody, here even like in the Hudson Valley,
If you see
I'll be
somebody
out
with Bills
shopping,
on.
getting like my stuff on a Sunday if I have my gear on, or and people have their gear. If you pass somebody with
say,
Bills
"Go
gear on
Bills."
it, go Bills. Or if you see something, right? Like if they have a shirt on or a hat or whatever, and I coming in with I got the shopping bags. I'm glaring. I got the sunglasses. The whole getup.
They're like, "Do you like the Bills?"
Yeah. And then it's funny to pass like other people, especially if you pass like a Chiefs fan or obviously Jets,
some cursing.
Giants in our area, Pittsburgh. I see the same people at the grocery store every weekend with like the same. So I love passing like the same people in their Buffalo gear. There's a guy at Target actually that pushes the carts. I haven't seen him there in a while, so I don't know where he is, but he wears a Bills hat all the time, and he always says "Go Bills" to me when I walk by.
Yeah.
There too, because he knows. But anyway.
Yeah. If you don't like the Bills, you have to respect the fans and the culture.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people can be like, against. You have to respect it. And if you're annoyed at it, you're jealous. Sorry. Obviously, I'm a Yankee fan. I see other Yankee fans. Sometimes maybe people are like, "Go Yanks," or "I like your shirt," or "I like your hat," but there's not that passion,
respect or that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Buffalo's known as the
And
city of
bonding.
good neighbors for a reason.
Yeah.
We really do have the best fans in. I mean, and it goes beyond. I mean, worldwide. I mean, if you follow any sort of Bills Mafia on social media, people are checking in from all over the world, especially on game day and stuff like that too. So it's just really cool. Or the way that the Bills Mafia comes together to take over cities for away games. The following, the same people.
Sure.
And, you know, like Florida, for example, is like they take over, like down like in Miami, they'll take over the whole strip down there. Flags, everything. And they
That's so funny.
just take over the entire bar scene down there or whatever for away games.
great.
I'm like, how did he, like, Matt will laugh sometimes. So we're like, I love it. What do you do for a living though? Like where you can go to
That's
every
what I
single
want to know.
away.
Yeah, like a group, like I mean, not to compare, but like Deadheads or like people who follow bands on tour and go to like every concert. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
Right? Like, I would love to
And
know.
how do you afford this? Yeah.
And some people just go to one. You know, I
Right,
know people
right,
that are like,
right.
we're going to this away game this year.
But there's
Like,
always a lot. But there's
Yeah.
always just a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
I love
Whether they get there on a bus, a plane, or whatever, they show up. It's awesome. It's so cool. So anyway.
All right. Well, I guess let's get into episode 1.
Okay.
We were talking about this. We don't have we just have takeaways,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And from your perspective and my perspective, this is obviously when they come to St. John Fisher University. I was talking to you about this before. I think that's really cool. They're one of 5 teams that go to a college.
Yeah.
I had forgotten, and my dad reminded me. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. The Giants were going to SUNY Albany when I went there. They were doing training camp at SUNY Albany, and it was exciting. I did go one time, I remember, to watch. I was like, oh, this is really cool. They obviously stopped, and I don't know if they still go to another college.
No, so I believe the 5 teams are obviously the Bills, the Rams, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Steelers. I think those are the 5 teams that still, or did at least this year, where they move in. And I mean, it's for the Bills, it's 2.5 weeks and they are there. And then they go, you know, obviously you saw a little bit of that, like going out for ice cream, but we'll talk about that, which was really cool. Oh my God, love him. But it's really cool. And I actually have a friend whose daughters go. I mean, I've had friends that their kids have gone to St. John Fisher, but is going there now as a freshman. So that's really cool too. She's super psyched about that.
Nice.
And kind of going to the same places but going to training camp. I actually have never gone to training, but I have friends that have obviously taken their kids and have gone. And
Do you have to? I can't remember because we went to the Giants. Do you have to pay for something ahead of time? Or do you
I
have
don't
to,
know. I'm sure that there's, tickets and stuff like that because they have to, you're at capacity or whatever. We did, since it's in one of the episodes, we went to the preseason game in Buffalo
really
this
cool.
year, which was so much fun. And we brought our kids. So it was really cool.
Okay. So do you want me to start with just...
Yeah, let's go.
We might have some of the same things that we thought were funny. Well, I have a football question. So Dawson Knox is the tight end. Please tell me what a tight end does. Oh my God. First of all, to me, it's
So
the
it's
funniest
offense.
name. I mean...
So...
And see, I wouldn't think that. I think he's a defense because he has to be tight and he's got to be in there.
Yeah, so there's a lot there, right? Because they might have to block, right? They might get the ball, they might have to go out for a pass, right? So guys like Dawson Knox, or if you also, Dalton Kincaid, he's the other one, and you saw him in the episode too, young guy. They sometimes have to. It depends what the play is, but they might have to block, right? They're bigger guys. These are Travis Kelce is a tight end, right? So they might look not like a wide receiver, but it's kind of like they're meaty, so they can get through too.
Okay.
So it depends on the play. Whereas your wide receivers are typically your slender, sometimes taller guys that are running like those routes, and they are going. It's a little bit different for the tight ends too.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, he was the dude who had the carry on for 2 weeks. That whole thing was very funny. And his wife's like, what?
Fun fact about his wife, she's actually from Buffalo.
Oh.
She went to...
Is that how he met her?
Where did she go? I feel like she might have went to like the one of the Buffalo academies, but she's born and raised in Buffalo. So that's really cool. And she's obviously grew up a Bills fan. So
yeah,
and they're about to have a baby.
Ooh.
Yeah. She's pregnant.
Wow. Okay. The fugly red Tesla truck. That was just funny. I've never seen a red one. I mean, we have them around here, but they're always that
like refrigerator,
bronze.
Like fingerprint gray, stainless steel.
Like a stainless steel.
Yeah.
That was funny. KJ Hamler using a pregnancy pillow. I just thought that was funny, but smart. Like, hello, just because you're, it's a comfortable position. I also like how they went from Taron Johnson talking about the toilet paper because he had to bring extra toilet paper to Damar Hamlin talking about his spirituality. I was like, that could have been done on purpose. Yeah, that was great. Shout out to the, editing and production team of this show. Obviously, they have a lot of money and the human power behind it, but I couldn't believe, I did not know. I had no clue they were filming in real time and getting them out there. And the filmography is great. The music, it gets you pumped up. Like you get chills. I got chills
as it started.
So many. Yeah. I mean,
as soon as it started.
I'm not in the Bills Mafia, I don't think just yet. Almost.
We'll get you a table. Don't worry.
We'll see. Okay.
We'll baptize you.
I wrote, now I don't really remember the Pittsford Farms ice cream. Like, I must have just
Tre'Davious White, right? So he goes there. Yeah. How cool was that, right? So that place is awesome, by the way. A lot of locals go there, obviously, and they go there during the training camp.
Is that by St. John Fisher College?
Yes.
Then obviously, okay.
Yeah, and you're close to Rochester and stuff like that, so you'll see sometimes they pop into the local Target or whatever, and people take pictures with them, and they're shop, because they got to get stuff too.
Can't even imagine, and they're so noticeable. I'd be like.
Right?
Yeah.
So that actually is so funny when that came up with the sundae. Actually, I was then craving an ice cream sundae. I'm I want to go somewhere. I want to go to the Jolly Cow and be like, can you get a couple?
And you're
of
not even an
cookies?"
ice cream person.
I'm not.
You're not.
I used to be. I'm not.
Which I don't understand.
It's once a year I'll get a hankering for something. But,
I can eat ice cream all year long. Okay.
Yeah. So that Sunday after all that, that's on the menu now. So if you're ever down that way, go order it because it's on the menu officially.
Okay.
Genius.
If I'm down that way, it'll probably be with you.
Definitely.
I doubt I'll be heading there.
Definitely.
Okay. Then I have the scooters. That was great.
KJ Hamler again with the scooter.
Yeah.
I watched that part twice because I was crying.
It was great. Do they have a guesstimate of the new stadium?
Next season. This is the last season. It is next season. This is the last season.
I don't know why I didn't know that.
So when we went, and I know I sent you some pictures too, I think. Obviously, Hard Knocks was filming.
Yeah, they were filming. Yep.
Yeah, but to see it in person, that stadium is a beast. It was massive. So cool, chills, when you're there and you see you're walking up to the old stadium and it's right there.
So the new one's right there.
It's so cool, and I love that they did that tour, so we got to watch Josh go through and stuff like that, and all what they're talking about with the wind and the sound and all of that. I cannot wait. That's awesome. That's gonna be wild. Yeah. But it was it was massive. That thing stuck out. It made it look like our old stadium was
look like
I remember going there back in high school. We would have once you got to the section games and all of that, for high school football, being able to go to Ralph's. Yeah, we'd go to the Ralph for cool. that the section playoff or whatever. Mm-hmm. So that was it was really cool. So now seeing it and going there again, and I mean obviously I've been to Bills games before, but it looking at the new stadium, it almost makes the old one look like it's some recreational
right.
It's
like a baby
thing.
Thing.
So cool. So cool.
What are they going to do with the old one, you think?
It's funny. I was talking about that with my family when I was home, and they've been all kinds of stories about what they're turning it into. So, I mean, I heard anything from some at one point a soccer thing to something else, and so I don't know what's going on with that or what kind of venue it'll be.
It'll be nice if they use it and not would just
demolish
there
it,
or
or
gets
that was
knocked
another
down.
rumor.
Oh,
Yeah, so I actually
Oh,
I
we'll
haven't
see.
seen anything lately pop up about that, but I'm sure as it gets closer, like we'll hear more about what they end up doing with it.
Okay, what do you got? What's your takeaways?
Oh my god. Okay, so watching the Josh Allen highlights, like how can you not just get shivers? Like
Yeah.
all of that, like I was just like any hype video. Always, I'm like I'm super like we're what 2 weeks out from like our home opener here, and I'm like I can't wait. Like getting all this stuff together. It's like I can't wait.
Yeah, no, it makes me look forward to. I love the fall. Like I love the weather. School starts in the fall.
I know.
Not it's a little like and and then everything's gonna get cold. But honestly, being into football, paying more attention to it and stuff, it makes me more excited for it. So it's something to
and
look
it's like
forward to.
sometimes you get like what is it, the Sunday scaries, right? I don't have that when it's football,
right?
Because I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
Deion Dawkins. First of all, I love him. He's great. So the drifting, when he was doing the drifting.
Yes.
So when we did our trip this summer to go to we were Hershey, we went to Pittsburgh to watch a Pirates game, and then we came up through Buffalo.
Right.
I go, wait a second. We look over, Matt's like, that's where he was filming that.
Oh my
It's called Big Indian Drifting or something. So it's like right off the thruway.
It's so
when you're going
really?
Yes, like right up. Like we were coming like from Erie, PA, and then going north towards like my parents. So that was cool because we're like, I'm like, he could be there right now. I have no idea.
Right.
He could be over there. That was
cool.
I didn't realize it was right off like the thruway.
That's awesome.
And then the scooters we already talked about. That was in my notes. I might blend into like episode 2. Buffalo Joe Andreessen.
Oh yeah.
Right. So he was a rookie last year.
That's in 2. That's an episode.
That's
2,
in
by the
2.
way.
So
Just
I've already.
I mean, it doesn't matter. But
transitioned.
Oh yeah,
into 2.
he's a highlight.
He's another guy. He went to, I think it's Lancaster High School. And I feel like he went to another college, but he did end up going to UB and graduated from UB, and that's where he, obviously got drafted or whatever out of there. But he's another one. That's why I love that they highlighted him. He's, just like the hometown kid,
so
and
cute. Yeah,
it's adorable. So you'd hate for him
he
to get
does
cut
well.
at any point.
No, I know. I'm like, oh my god,
He'll always be Buffalo Joe, right?
So yeah, I'm like, wow, those are big shoes to fill. Like calling him that. I mean, I know,
Yeah, he's young, and he's learning from veteran players and stuff too. And there's just, but that's really a cool story.
Hey everyone. So after recording, we decided that we are going to break the episodes up into 3 different episodes as opposed to one long one. So this is the end of our recap of episode 1. And up next will be our recap of episode 2.
This is the BTRP Media Network.